This is Nathan Cruz, and I'm going to introduce you to a new fun little app for mapping photos that contain geospatial information. Uh, so this is entirely runs in the browser, so it doesn't require any server components, and it can be hosted just about anywhere. And what I'm going to start off with is I'm just going to drag and drop a few pictures onto my map, and we can see the map images here. Okay, and if we zoom out, we'll see where we were. The kind of the fun part about this is that this will show you if you forgot where you were or exactly where you were when you took these pictures. It's kind of fun to go back and look at it. But this is, I believe, this is the Tokyo Bridge, and this is a fireworks show that I witnessed. Yeah, we can also view this map in 3D, which is also kind of cool. So here we're actually in the 3D view, pretty much at the hotel where the photos were taken, looking at the fireworks in the distance. That's kind of fun. Let's see. So let's see. I'm gonna erase the map, and we'll drag a couple other photos that I don't actually quite remember where I was when I took these, which again makes this kind of fun. And this is showing me driving along on a road. Let's see on the 2D map. Let me zoom out. We'll go to the OpenStreetMaps, and we'll find out where I was when all this was taken. Appears to be Romania. Yep. So these photographs were taken along a lake in Romania. Again, pretty cool because we can view the photos. We see the GPS accuracy was probably fairly low because of we were in a little bit of a valley, but we're driving along this road while these pictures were being taken out about over here. Okay, now I can I'll erase my map again. I'll go back over and I'll do one more set. So this is kind of fun because if you don't quite recall where you were when you took these pictures, and I can see that we're in the Edinburgh Castle, so we must be in Scotland. And what's really amazing is or scary, just how accurately located this. So there's an icon for this monument that the picture is taken of right there. Very, very, very accurate. And again, we can view these in 3D as well. On this Jeep, and the accuracy on these photographs is not nearly as good in the 3D view as it is in the 2D view, for whatever reason. And it's going to download as photomap2.geojson, and that's from the settings here. So if you want to change the name of your map, like we want to change this to Edinburgh, and we can download the map to Edinburgh.geojson. Now, you say, well, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but what can I do with that map? Well, let's see, in the downloads, and I will download, I just drag and drop that Edinburgh GeoJSON file back onto the map, and there you go, it's reloaded it. So what you can do it and just see it in 3D and 2D all of that. So you can view the photographs, and then you can essentially export them as this single GeoJSON file. They're fully encapsulated thumbnails, so we're not sending the entire file image. So it's only a few kilobytes, even for large drone projects. I think they might be 1.5 megs for one of these GeoJSON files, and then you can simply that have occurred that you want to memorialize somehow in a new and sort of interesting way. Now let's clear this again, and let's configure this to work on a drone project. So I'm just going to, forgive me, but I like to drag and drop. So this is a few 100 megs worth of files, I'm sure. Let's see. 847 megabytes worth of image data. And we just loaded all of them. Pretty cool. Pretty quick. And one thing that, so it's Sheffield, so where is this in the world? Apparently Citrus Park, it's in Florida. Okay. One interesting aspect to these photographs taken from drone photos is they have an orientation and a direction based on the flight. And one of the things that I did was to make sure that instead of just showing the camera image the same way that you would see it, for example, in File Explorer, which is basically non-rotated, and it doesn't take into it. So basically, this is just taken from the perspective of the drone, forward facing of the camera, obviously. But that doesn't mean the camera is pointed exactly straight ahead, or the drone is flying perfectly north and south and all that sort of thing. So if you want the images to at least approximate, because this is a very quick way to get a quick view of your drone imagery, whether the GPS data is showing up in the right spot. This is called the Sheffield project because there is a road called Sheffield right here. But as we click on these drone images, I center the image about where the drone is, and you can see the playing field off to the left there, and the houses to the right. The interesting thing about that is non-rotated. All of these images show it shows exactly the opposite because the drone was facing in a different direction. Anyway, so it handles this rotation, so you can see the houses are in the correct location. So it makes orienting and just confirming in a very quick way. I mean, what it'd take us 20 seconds to drag and drop 800 megs worth of files on here, just to confirm that they're located correctly and to make sure that we've got some good imagery. And again, I can go into my map and I can say, we'll call this Sheffield. Well, I like that better. Sheffield drone map. I think I've done this before. And we'll download this file. And just to prove to you that they're really not that big, this one's about 3 megabytes in size. But again, that's for 800, almost 900 megabytes worth of image data. And again, we can view them in 3D. Sometimes you have to click on this View 3D. Viewer's a little fiddly sometimes. There it goes. So again, you can view the images in 3D. So you get a 3D context and they are displayed at the correct elevation. So that's pretty much it on the photo mapper. Very simple, easy to use, kind of fun if you're trying to map your memories of where you were, or if you're trying to work and just want to quickly verify a drone flyover. I have a few data sets that are really, I think, multi-gigabyte data sets. I'll actually show you one of those. I believe it's this one, another one, Open Drone Map example projects. And these are the big ones. These are about 2.5 gigabytes, I believe. So if I select all of these guys, do a quick properties on this. Okay, around 2.4 gigabytes. That's pretty fairly hefty, and I think let's see, we've been going for just a few seconds. This will process all the images in something less than a minute. Not that I'm gonna, well, there it goes. And we can, where is this one? I'm curious. Hellenschnacht, okay. Oh, there's Germany, Austria, okay. We're in Europe, maybe even in the Black Forest or something. So it's kind of cool. You can the rotation is handled, so you can see from the perspective of the drone. Obviously, I didn't scale it and set it so that it would overlay the underlying image perfectly. But the idea here is to be able to verify that the image rotation and quality and location are all look about correct. So you can see this is that, and again, I can download the file. Got to remember to change the name first. I think I will prompt for that in the future. So I'll just call this one Germany and download. That was, of course, it was quick. It's on the client, and just to show you that file size, only slightly bigger. It's about 3.5 megabytes for the GeoJSON file. And again, just to prove it to you, I'll erase all the photos, 2D, 3D, and so we've got nothing left. I'll go back over to my map, and I'll just drag and drop it, and that's fast. And we're looking at exactly the same information. So that's the photo mapper. It's kind of fun, little utility where you can produce something that is shareable. You can find out where an image was taken if you want to go on a walk down memory lane, or if you're doing professional work, flying drone photogrammetry. You can drag and drop your drone photos in here really quickly and get a good idea of their location and orientation for the images. And since it's client side, I mean, it only takes a few seconds to drag and drop the photos here. It runs locally. You don't have to upload it to a server. You don't have to pay for anything. Just to get a quick idea and then a sanity check before you process your photos in a per pay sort of environment is kind of nice to know, because we might have some outlier images here, or you may have some overlapping photos that you want to get rid of, and you can certainly go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching.